There's a modern day superhero that's really gone under the radar, and I feel like a lot more people should know about her, and her name is Lina Khan. See, I remember reading the New York Times back in 2017, the front page story about how some law student at Yale figured out a way to break up Amazon with a really clever argument saying that Amazon has really become more like the railroads back in the day, and how all businesses would rely on the railroads. So when the railroads would create competing businesses against all the other businesses that relied on the railroad, it was really unfair because they just had too much power, structural power over the industry, all industries. And this argument is what helped lay the groundwork for breaking up the railroads and making them more fair for other businesses. And she was using the same premise to work against Amazon, because Amazon was now structurally like the new railroad, and it had too much power in that way because you needed Amazon now, in order to sell anything. This was a huge deal at the time. And I remember thinking like, man, if only we had a lawyer with the chutzpah to really fight for this case, then it can really get done. And for years, nothing happened, And then I remember bringing up Lina Khan again at a dinner party. And then I was shocked to realize that she had become the head of the FTC. Because I guess in the end, you're waiting for the right person to do it. And then you realize, like, maybe it's got to be you. And so she was the one. She at the FTC. She started creating a lot of cases and did a lot of stuff to protect consumers. She made it easier for you to cancel your subscriptions with a single click. She returned over $200 million to consumers from Epic Games for unfair charging, and she would really make sure companies weren't charging people frivolous fees that were unnecessary and predatory. And then she was the one that had a case against Amazon, an antitrust case against Amazon. Some of her key wins were struck down later in courts, and she struggled a lot. It wasn't easy. And then when, I guess, Trump took office, she resigned as the head of the FTC. But now she's back. She's joined Zoran Mamdani to be part of the transition team, which signals big things. Signals that he's going to fight against major corporations taking advantage of New Yorkers. And she'll probably be appointed in some way. And hopefully they'll be like the Justice League of New York or something. She's a badass, And a lot of times when you come up with ways to, fight against power and corruption, and you're waiting for someone else to do it, you gotta realize sometimes that person's gotta be you. Because sometimes you just have to be the hero that you wish always existed when you were a kid. Just be that person. Be it now. She's like that. And we should appreciate her more.